Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Skyrim. We are now heading inside Bleak Falls Barrow and finding this golden claw that is oh so valuable. Sorry you couldn't hear that, ladies and gentlemen. We will be getting more stamina, sorry. And I don't know. What should I get? Yes. Armor rating. So we are more effective with heavy armor. But right now we will be taking these guys out because they're right in the way and we have to get through there. Plus they're bandits, so they're up to no good anyway. Most of the time if you're blocking you can just shield bash them by holding down the button you use for shield and clicking, but obviously you need stamina for that, so gotta pay attention to that stamina. And as you can see, this skeever has a silver garnet ring worth quite a bit. That's why you should always check the corpses of enemies that you kill. Always. These skeever tails are alchemy ingredients, so if you don't do alchemy, then don't bother with them. Unless you want to get the rings that they drop. And as you can see, we have a new bow, a hunting bow. This is better than the one that we have, because this one does 8 damage. This one also does 8 damage. But it's better overall, because this one is upgraded to fine, this one's not. So we will be unfavoriting and favoriting this one, putting it on 3. And when we get back to Riverwood, we will be enhancing it. Don't you worry. We'll probably have to head back there pretty soon anyway, because our carry weight is nearly at max anyway. Nope. Now, if you do break lockpicks, your skill does increase, but obviously unlocking the chest will increase your skill anyway. Don't really bother with the hide shields unless you're really needing some cash, or if you need a shield and you haven't gotten the branded iron shield already. But we're going to be heading deeper into Bleak Falls Barrow and deeper into the mystery of what this golden claw is and why is it so valuable. Always check the urns. They can have gold and jewels in them, so just always check everything. You never know what you might find. As you can see, there's a lot of dead skeevers. We will be fighting skeevers eventually, because obviously these bandits have not gotten far into Bleak Falls Barrow.
end this little game.
If I waited for him to pull that lever, he would die. And to be honest, I want the experience for killing him, so... Not like it matters a whole lot, but... It's better to get experience. Because if he pulled the lever... Well, I'll just demonstrate right now. That would have happened to him and he would have died immediately. Now as you can see, this is a bit of a puzzle. As you can see, there would be 3 statues up there, but one fell off. And by process of elimination, this is the pattern for the puzzle. So it's snake, snake, whale. So we will be doing that. Snake, snake, whale. But before I pull the lever, there is some loot up here. Maybe not the greatest loot ever, but every little potion helps. And as you can see, that opened the way. And that sound signifies that you cleared the puzzle. And you will be rewarded. And the bandits have not gotten past here before. As you can see, if he would have pulled the lever, he would have died. And represented by the skeevers here. These guys would be dead if they had been through here. And he dropped another silver garnet ring. If you really wanted to, you could equip the ring, but it doesn't offer any protection or anything. And as you can see, there's some spider webs, just to signify that this place is very, very old. And nobody's been through here. Back to looting. As you can see, this book is worth 60, so obviously we're going to get a skill in this. It's called Thief, so obviously we're going to get Sneak for this. Or Pickpocket, sorry. Still, it's about the same. You can always pause to read this, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Onward! To victory. Or death. But most likely victory, because this LP would be too short if I died right away. This place is very, very overgrown. Don't bother with these linen wraps. As far as I know, they're completely useless. So don't bother picking them up. Unless you really want to sell them.
Is someone coming? Is that you, hot thief? Bjorn! Celine!
Well, looks like somebody did get through here. I don't know if I have... Oh, I do have flames. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to put that on 4 and that on 5.
Keep it away from me! Keep it away from me! Get me out of here!
Now, don't worry about him for right now. He can just stay up there for all I care right now.
Get Get me down! Get me down!
Shut up.
Don't leave me for Kay's sake.
Arcade's a god, in case you couldn't tell.
Don't leave me for Arcade's sake.
Now these are actual urns back here. Big urns.
Get me down! Get me down!
Alright, alright.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up. Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first.
Now, to be honest, this guy is a little bit of an asshole. You'll see why.
It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
Like I said, an asshole. He's going to be running through everything, and he's dead now. But now there's drows. Or drugger. Whatever you want to call them. Undead beings. Zombies, so to speak. Now I am getting fairly low, but there's no way I could have died from that. So, we will now level up. Get more stamina. The next level up I get, I will get some health. Let's put some in the smithing. Because I do plan on doing that. Now, most of the time, these guys do not have anything going on them, except for gold and the such. The weapons they use, they can be good, but most of the time, they're just kind of crap. Like, if you want to use a greatsword, this is a good one to use. But as you can see, it's not worth a whole lot. So don't really bother. Now I'm gonna head back and go loot, because that asshole ran through here. So if I would have just let him run through, I'm pretty sure he would have gotten killed, but yeah, no point. Might as well just kill him myself. He was an asshole anyway. Now this gold might not add up to much right now, but later on, you'll be thanking me. It does add up. Every little bit helps. Now these little tombs right here, I guess you could call them, they have bodies in them. Now most of these are dead, but some of these are not. These ones with armor on them, if you do see them lying there, you can shoot them from afar with a bow and they will just pretty much die right away, so you don't need to worry about it. Yeah, these hide shields, I don't need them. Now these skeletons, they're not lootable, so sorry to say, but can't loot them. As you can see, this guy has the golden claw. And if you look closely, there's a bear, a moth, and an owl on it. Keep that in mind for later, folks. We will read that journal as soon as I get the chance. That's it? Wow. This guy deserved to die anyway. He was a thief. Plus, he trickered me. Yeah. But anyways, there is a trap here. So make sure not to step on that pressure plate. If need be, you can go around just like that. But it's pretty obvious that you can just go around that. And as you can see, there's an armored guy right there. And as you can see, he is alive. This is just an easy way to get early damage on him. Ooh, good thing I paused her right there. As you can see, those potions have come in handy now. And as you can see, this guy had magic. So. And I am slowed for some reason. Oh. Is that it? Yeah. I had caps lock on, so. Kept me walking slow. But as you can see, there's more coming alive. That was fairly easy. Then again, I had got the jump on them, so they didn't stand a chance. And as you can see, this one dropped an amethyst. It's all the more reason to loot these guys. And this one has an ancient Nord bow, which isn't as good as the one that I have right now, so we're not going to be taking it. I believe it is better, but it's only better by 1 damage. Plus, I'm pretty sure you can't really upgrade it. So, well, at this point, you can't upgrade it, to my knowledge. But you know what? I will take it, just to be sure. And if you head up here, there's a chest. This one's a little bit harder, folks. There we go. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna pick those up. Now this is a little bit of a puzzle right here. Just run through and you should be fine. Just timing is key, and then you pull this chain afterwards to make it stop. And now we are further into Bleak Falls Barrow. As you can see, there's an urn right here. What would happen if someone would say, shoot it? That would happen. Well, now keep that in mind. That might come in handy later. Now most of the time blocking will not completely negate damage, but if you're facing a really weak enemy, most of the time they just do piddle damage, so don't worry too much. Now, as you can see, there's oil on the ground here. What would happen if I triggered this guy and shot that down? He gets burned to death, so it's a good little trick. Saves you a fight that you don't have to deal with now. And he had a garnet on him. These gemstones, you can sell them alone right now, but if you have the proper stuff, you can make jewelry, and most of the time it's worth quite a bit. So do not sell the gemstones right away unless you do not plan on doing any smithing. These guys also drop potions occasionally. Like that one had a potion of resist cold, I believe? Resist fire. Now if I wanted to, I could just put this on here and then drink potions whenever. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I don't have to keep going into the inventory all the time. I'll just put all the potions there, because I might need them eventually. Now right now, these potions are just minor. Potions do get better as you progress through the game. And you can make your own potions if you have the skill. And the ingredients. But we'll get to that later, folks. Scrolls are one-time only spells. If you use them, it's a one-time only thing, so only use them when absolutely necessary. Or you can just carry them around like me and sell them whenever you come across a place where you can sell them. Now I believe this is the proper way to go. You will not be heading that way now. You will head there in a little bit. Never mind, we're gonna be heading there right now. I thought there was another way to go loot. These glowing mushrooms, they're helpful. I believe you can use these to make potions of regenerate health. So, yeah, quite helpful. And here is an iron ore vein. If you wanted to, you can equip the pickaxe and hit this manually, but I believe it takes longer, and I think you have a less chance of getting gems from mining it. I think. Don't quote me on that, folks. If you know, let me know in the comments below, and I will relay this information to everyone else. But for right now, we will just continue on. And if you look below, there's some drows down there. But there will be another surprise waiting for us when we get down there. I'm waiting for that surprise to come out. But so far, hasn't decided to yet. There is a chest down there, and I do plan on going to go get it. Right now. Maybe I was just imagining things. I'm not gonna say what was the surprise in case it does actually come up. Steel horned helm. Now that is an upgrade, I believe. Because this helmet I have is 23. This one's also 23. It costs more? That's better, right? Whatever. I will now be using the technique that I do normally when I'm over encumbered, which is pulling out the bow, cocking an arrow, and walking around. This probably isn't the best thing to be doing right now, but I'm over encumbered and I can't do anything anyway. I could drop some stuff, which I probably will do. Drop the braziers, the boots, because those weigh a lot. They don't cost a whole lot. The helmets. Yeah, there's no point in wearing the circlet. Like I said, you can wear rings, but as you can see, my armor does not go up. Might have to drop some wine and such. Or not. I'm just good right now. Alright, sweet. The hitbox on these mushrooms are a little bit awkward sometimes, but it's worth trying to pick them up. Now this is where you can cheese it a little bit. If you really want to, you can do this. Save yourself a fight. Plus increase your archery and sneaking skill. Like so. And speaking of which, you get level ups for that, so we'll do that. And we're getting health this time. And I'm going to put some skill into archery, because bows are nice. I want to do more damage anyway, so it helps. Now, as you can see, this guy did not know I was here, but he will keep patrolling around until the little thing in the center says hidden. Then he will go back to his post. And you can keep doing this over and over and over. And if you want, you can get 2 shots off. But that's more risky, so. So, if you are squishy and you can't take a lot of damage, you can just do what I just did. And I believe there's no loot in here, but I will check just in case. Yeah, there's nothing. So we will head to Bleak Falls Sanctum, which is the second part of the dungeon, so to speak. That's the sound of a trap. Yeah, just do the same as you did last time and you should be fine. As you can see, there are some little fire urns. And you can use those to your advantage, but I didn't need to. There is one more enemy, but... Oh, excuse me, two more enemies, but... We should have some easy experience coming our way from this. It's not too hard. The guy with the bow is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but just don't worry about it. Most of the time, they're not too good on hitting their target, so just don't worry about them too much. The arrows they have, they're better than normal iron arrows, so pick them up. And if you want, you can do this. You can favorite the arrows, and you can switch between what arrows you want. Like I can switch to ancient Nord arrows or iron arrows. Right now I'm going to switch to iron because that's the one I have more of right now. So we will now continue. There's just a potion in this little room right here, so nothing else. And it seems like there's nothing else down here. There's a little grate right here, but as far as I know, you cannot open that, so don't worry about falling into that. Now, if you want, you can do a little bit of parkour, jump over that, but you can just go around. Plus, there's more loot here anyway, so it's better to just walk through. And we're heading into the puzzle. It's not too hard. But if you remember, there's a little place to put the claw. If you put it in, nothing happens. But if you remember, there's a pattern on the claw. Bear, moth, and owl. What happens if we put that into the sequence? Bear, moth, owl. Well, would you look at that? We figured out the puzzle. It's not too hard. But we will find out what's in this next room next time, ladies and gentlemen. I am Brady819, bringing you Skyrim, and I will see you guys next time.